It's all smoke and mirrors. So I think some of these products are just holding on to residual psychic energy. I don't know. I don't want to call it psychic energy. I don't believe in psychics. But just some sort of intentional kind of, because when you focus on something, maybe the forces of the universe are kind of gathering around you and warming up the spot a little. And it takes a little minute to cool off. So that could be like the residual. That could be why ghosts exist, if they do, because they're just kind of a residue, an after effect, and they're not really sentient in themselves other than they go through those motions. And that's what everyone who says that they've seen ghosts witnesses. They're like, oh, they're stuck in this loop, but they think that the person is like, I'm stuck in this loop, I'm stuck in this. No, it's just like the husk of a cicada bug. It looks just like it. Oh my God, it's like sitting on the tree just like that, but it's actually just the husk. There's nothing inside. The actual cicada is gone. He's over there. And he's not like saying, oh, I can still feel my husk. He's like, what husk? What are you talking? I don't know. So the ghost is just like an after image. It's not. Anyhow, I've been taking a lot of these products, and I think it's fried my brain just a little, but luckily they're very short lasting, so I just need to take a break for a second. And what I was trying to get at more subtly was that I am maybe convinced, it's too strong, just supposing, hypothesizing that by making these kind of behind the scenes, review, testing videos with the same camera, it's kind of like warming up the spot a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say I'm psychic or adding psychic energy to the camera phone. I'm just saying that it starts to kind of suggest things. Maybe it's just I've grown an attachment to the activity, and you're like, oh, you can't get addicted to, a spoonful of imagination, but you can get addicted to testing things such as a spoonful of imagination, a blanket of silliness, tinctures here, oils there, unguents. So I think the phone is cursed. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think it just wants to kind of see behind the scenes now, and see and reveal things. You're like, what are you talking about? Get to the point. I'm like, I'm actively fighting getting to the point. If you haven't noticed yet, I don't want to get to the point. My defense is to ramble off the point until the point no longer matters. However, I'm still holding the phone. This is actually a test right now. I think the phone is hot with psychic energy, and it's going to make me tell the truth this time because I started thinking along those lines, and now I can't stop until I turn the phone off and walk away and don't publish this. However, I am still holding it, and I'm still talking into it because I don't want to turn it off, and that's how insidious it is. It's like, it's not like it's preventing you. You physically can't. I want to. No, you don't want to. So it doesn't have to lift a finger to stop you. You're on its side. So I'm going to explore it then. I'm a tester, right? That's what I do. I'm a tester. And this is testing me right now. So I got to test back. And I'll talk it out. I'll talk its ears off if it had any ears. I have ears. Who's me? Who's the phone? It's a communication tool. It's a broadcast tool. I'm a tool. Well, hey, just a little self-deprecating humor to lighten the mood, but I don't need you to support that. So, me deprecating humor quite so loudly. But if you don't like these, don't watch them. So you're like, well, what is it trying to get you to reveal? And is this, what are you going to call it? I'm like, well, you'll see it when the title is published, won't you? I haven't thought of it yet. That's another thing. Like, well, what's this behind the scenes? I can, if this is forcing me to be honest, to bare my soul, then do I get to choose what things I bare my soul about? So if I want to talk about the making of these videos get very meta. Then it kind of, it's its own closed loop, and it doesn't affect me in any way. It doesn't take, tell any personal secrets. But then I ramble off the point, and the point starts to disappear, and then it has to the compulsion to tell the truth and reveal has to latch on to some other thing. So I got to keep my mind clear if I want to keep my secrets. What are the things I think a lot about? I think a lot about, entertaining myself and others and educating and just showing, hey, I'm a human being, this is me. That's what art is. It's just saying, I'm a human being, this is me. Do you guys agree or do you disagree? And then you rhyme a little like I just did. I'm a kid. I'm getting off the track on purpose. And it's succeeding. So maybe this phone's not so strong. Maybe I gotta do another block, another season. Has this been one season? Is this half a season? I don't even know how many episodes per season. It's just webisodes. They seem to just go on forever. But then Shakespeare didn't write 5-act plays. You're like, what do you mean? Shakespeare didn't write 5-act plays. What do you mean? Like, the 5-act plays that you see Shakespeare things broken up into, he didn't write those. He didn't have any act breaks. But it was kind of clear where he probably had the act breaks. He didn't intend to write them down. His friends did that for him. And later on, people broke them into acts. But he didn't write it that way. So I don't make these episodes that way. Because of him? No. Because also, he did that. Just an example. This is how the mind works. This is behind the scenes of the mind. Telling the truth. What is the truth? I mean, what's the point of having this thing, right? If you're not going to use it to reveal some truth that you need to know, that you wouldn't otherwise get to. Someone once told me, the one word that describes my motivation and who I am, what do you think it is? Entertaining, fun, justice, that's my favorite thing. Creativity, all the things that I wish it were. But no, this person who claimed to have known me intimately instead used the word revenge. The thing that motivates me more than anything else is revenge. That's a kick in the nuts. Not loving, caring, upbeat, tries to cheer people up, tries to impart wisdom, tries to learn, tries to show other people that, they're interesting too. And, nope, revenge. Because I made a movie starring my ex. And, yeah, I don't know. That's not a revenge one. It's a good movie. At first it was like, ha ha. But now I actually like it. Or the next movie that I made about somebody who stole from me. And that's how we get back at her. Okay, that's revenge. And then the novel series. Yeah, but I'm putting other stuff in it. It's not like it's only revenge just because it started with revenge. What's wrong with revenge? Revenge. There's lots, it's like a subgenre of literature, movies, music, getting back at somebody, getting justice, overcoming the odds and the bully and the boss and, everybody mean and villainous. Nothing wrong with that. Always a big seller. So, you should take it as a compliment. She didn't say, inept, so maybe I'm good at revenge. But then she really hurt me. Like, in a way that I asked her not to as well. Specifically asked her not to hurt me in that way. And you're like, well, how did you know she was going to hurt you in that way? I didn't. I hoped she wouldn't. But just in case, I said, specifically, in this particular way, please don't hurt me. The lying to me way. Anything else, you change your mind, you like somebody else. Lying to me, that's the thing I say, please don't do that. I know it'll be scary to tell the truth and everything like that, but the thing that you did that made you lie is going to hurt either way. Whether you tell me about it, whether I find out about it on my own, that's going to hurt. if I find about it on my own, it's also going to hurt that you lied to me. And then it'll be like, wow, why'd you have to do two? One was sufficient. That would have laid me low. But two seems excessive, almost reckless, perhaps apathetic. You just don't care. Oh no, you care, you care, you care, you swear, you swear, you swear. However, would a person who cares, swears, do that? Especially if the word they use to describe me is revenge. Why would you be exempt from such? Would you not be at the top of the list? Methinks. Perhaps indeed. Perhaps indeed. Time will tell. I like to put things into art rather than action. Putting them into art is an action, sure. But rather than actually in the real world putting them into action, you know. I have a movie about revenge. I didn't actually get revenge on the person. Maybe people will watch the movie and be like, what a jerk, and not work with her in the future. They might not know who she is, because I'm not going to say and get sued, but when they see somebody like her, hopefully they will be inoculated against such maladies. And then I know I've done my job. And since the person who it's about screams, I am a terrible, dishonest person with every ounce of their being, and also is somewhat alluring, like a siren or a mermaid, leading you to your doom. But watch the movie, be inoculated against such trickery, and then when you see the crazy bitch, and she's only a bitch because she's a bitch, not because she's a she, I'll call her a crazy asshole if you prefer. I don't care. Her personality is the issue here, and it's terrible. And I think that she's a little unhinged, hence the crazy. Perhaps crazy is too strong a word. Perhaps it's not strong enough. If you want to use a clinical word, by all means do. Psychotic, deranged, not in full charge of her senses. Reckless, apathetic. This is the kind of person I hate. They are not self-reflective in any way. They don't understand that other people are very similar to them in many respects. And so they don't see themselves in the other person. They only see themselves. And I just want to get back at those people for being mean. And I want to protect other people from them. And I want to always be mindful that I, myself, don't turn into such a person. That's about as honest as I'm going to get today.